Hello, world, and welcome back to the Glen Alex Show. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Glen Alex Show on support systems for mental health.
Welcome to the Glen Alex Show.
Hi, I'm Glen Alex, licensed clinical social worker, the wealth counselor, and author of Living in Total Health, the 2021 Indie Book Award winner for health and wellness, and finalist in the Mind, Body, Spirit category. Living in Total Health is available in hardcover, ebook, and paperback on my website, glenalex.com. My life's work is about total health, and I am on a mission to help as many people as I can be joyful, connected, confident, and complete the life experience I call wealth, WELLTH, which is health plus other riches. And I am convinced that those in pursuit of and living in total health on the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels will end wars, will end isms, and will end oppression in all its forms. So this world can be a wonderful place for all of us so we can cohabitate in peace and respect each other's humanity. Please join me on this journey. Thank you. On every episode of the Glen Alex Show, we focus on a different aspect of health. And so for this episode, I wanted to focus on support systems, which is a crucial component of mental health. So please help me welcome psychologist Tracey Thomas. Hi, Tracey.
Hi, Glenn. How are you?
I am doing well. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. I totally appreciate you making time to do this. The world needs to hear they need to hear this conversation. So would you take a minute and tell us who you are and what you do?
So, my name is Tracey Thomas. I am a psychologist. I work for Circles Up, which is a online support systems. It is a go-to place for anyone looking for support around a life challenge. If you want to consider me a supervisor, I am called a group facilitator liaison. So I supervise the facilitators and also discuss with administration all the things that we can do to improve our let's see. Other ways we can improve our services for not only our members but also our facilitators.
Okay, excellent, excellent. I'm given the state of since the pandemic, there's been so much more focus on mental health. Tell me, what's your take on the current mental health awareness and resources?
Well, honestly, it is time to look at mental health through a different lens. In the past, mental health was seen as everybody has to be crazy. It's not okay to go see a therapist. It's not okay to receive help. If you need help, you have to pray. You go to your pastor, your priest, or something like that. But mental health is it's not just anxiety, depression, or even a diagnosed mental illness. It affects us all one way or the other, whether we are a family member or we are actually the ones suffering from it directly, which also affects how we cope with difficult life events. And we should be addressing this accordingly.
I totally agree with you. The the previous approach to mental health is just it's not effective. It's not effective at all. And when I work with clients, I talk to them about coping skills and life skills on how to navigate challenges and still, experience joy and be able to smile and laugh and not look at mental health as the more severe disorders that they like to show on the media. So I thank you for that explanation. I like that.
Yes. I also look at it as, we go to the doctor once a year for a checkup. We go to get our teeth cleaned twice a year, but our mental health, we don't take care of at all.
Yeah.
And with that being said, you have to look at mental health differently because our mental health affects every part of our body, physically as well as emotionally.
Yes, it does. And wow, I think that what you just said is so powerful because we could, one approach to mental health is to use it as maintenance
Definitely.
for our health and wellness. I think that's a great way to look at it.
Yes. And so, if you look at it that way, you also look at if I'm going through something, what do I need to do? We go down the same rabbit hole and we expect something different to happen. But if you have the support system or somebody else who's going through it as well, they look at it in a different perspective,
Yes.
and they can
Yeah.
give you some insight that you might not have ever thought of outside of just a therapist or going through your own, doing it on your own. You've got other people who are going through it with you.
Yes. 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 And one also unproductive, unconstructive thought about life challenges is that I should figure it out on my own. And
Absolutely.
with the pandemic, everybody was even more isolated in that way than before. And that's why I was so excited about circles, was because of the support that it provides um, everyone going through similar issues. So go ahead and tell us about just the overall scope and purpose of circles.
Well, circles is we use the power of the group and human connection. So we specifically have support groups that help you other people, or we connect other people who are going through exactly what they are going through. The idea is to provide relief to the struggles of emotional health. So there's a uniqueness about people who are going through something similar. When you look at it that way, you say, okay, well, this person understands. This person really can relate to my emotions, my experience. When you're connected with somebody who's going through it, you also don't feel so alone and isolated. You're like, oh, somebody else gets me.
Yes.
And then you're going through it at the same time or sometime even similar, maybe even a month or 2 or 3 months difference. There's this connection like, wow, I'm really not by myself.
And that is a great step for the healing process, because a lot of times when we do face challenges, we not only feel alone, we feel like something's wrong with us because we're going through it. But with the support group that Circles offers, you do have that camaraderie, and you do have that understanding that, oh yeah, this affects other people as well. So I love that.
Right. It absolutely. And it's a little bit different than even when you're looking at going to see a therapist. And I'm
Mhm.
not going to say going to see a therapist like psychologist or social worker or psychiatrist is not feasible or not something that you shouldn't do. But I think this is actually good to do in conjunction. If not, you're going to, or do it alone. Because when you look at, if I go to the doctor or go to a therapist, I'm spending, however much it is for your copay, which is actually very costly. But you're also looking at, and I'm intimidated. It's scary. Oh my gosh, like, what am I doing here? It can be inconvenient. And sometimes you just don't find the right fit with the therapist.
Yes.
So when you're actually with circles, we actually have professionally led groups with our professionals, whether you've got our coaches, our psychologists, our therapists who are actually facilitating a support group. So we're not actually providing the therapy, but we're actually providing support. And as I like to say, we are a guide and your cheerleader.
That is very true. Okay, so you mentioned that the support groups are based on people going through similar experiences. What are some of the support groups that are available now?
Oh my goodness. Right now, we are actually focused on all life challenges.
Okay.
So we currently have groups for narcissism. We've got groups for relationships. We have groups for grief, um, chronic illnesses. Mm, let's see. We have for infertility.
Okay.
Um, we also new moms. We've got a support group for new moms.
Nice.
Um, and I can't even tell you all the other ones. I know
Okay.
that they are trying them all out. We want to be able to we want to be the go-to place for anyone looking for any support in any type of challenges.
Okay, that sounds really good because there are all these different types of challenges that we experience.
Hmm.
Very good. So, how long has Circles been around?
Circles has been around since pre-pandemic. So it started in the beginning of 2020,
Okay.
and it has been around since then. And we are still providing some of the best support that we can give anyone. And of course, we're trying to be different because we want to offer the best of both worlds, matching people with others who are going through the same thing in a safe, structured setting, but with professional guidance. But also provide the online structure, which is going what people are always are looking for, because through the pandemic, as you mentioned, people like the convenience
Yes.
of being online. And a little bit different as well than like even a Facebook or online forums, because those can be dangerous. There can be misinformation given there, and sometimes there's not a real connection.
Yes, yes. And speaking more to that, the Circles platform is secure and it is private. Yes.
Correct.
And
Yes.
as you said, the groups are led by professionals who can bring a different um, feel, a different uh, inertia, a different, just different information um,
Absolutely.
to what the group members learn
Yes,
and can
absolutely.
process.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. Now, I on the website there are like three statements that caught my eye. So I want to throw them out to you one to one, and you just tell me how you respond to that, what that means for you.
Okay.
Okay. Share, not shame.
Mm. So here it is. When I look at that, share, not shame. So you are sharing completely in a safe environment. Do not shame you. We accept you. We care for you. We support you in wherever you are and however you process it. So the idea is we want you to be able to feel safe in sharing whatever without feeling any type of judgment.
Yes, exactly. And you can share as much or as little as you want.
Absolutely. Come as you are. There's no judgment.
Okay, okay. How about feeling better together?
Mm. So feeling better together to me means that as you are going through the process with someone else, as you are sharing and experiencing of being in a circle or in your group, you're learning that you are not alone and that your feelings are valid, and that you start feeling better because there is someone else that you can connect to. You're
Mhm.
There's someone you almost develop, as I say, a circles family. They feel like brothers and sisters or cousins from far away that you can contact whenever you need to.
Yes, yes. Okay, how about share with those who can truly support you?
Mm, those are the members who are going through it exactly with you,
Yes.
and they can support you. And then you've got your facilitator who not only is trained in some way to help you, but cheer you on and guide them.
Yeah. Okay. Those are awesome responses. Thank you. Thank you. Now, what would you say to the potential member who, oh, I'm too shy to speak on camera. I don't want other people to see me. What would you say to that person?
I would say, come as you are, no judgment. If you don't feel like you want to share that first time, no worries. If you want to listen, no worries. If your camera is off, no worries. If your camera is on, no worries. Wherever you are is where we want to meet you.
Okay, okay. And one of the other things that I really like about circles is the encouragement for the group members to connect with each other off the platform.
Yes, we actually have that 24/7 group chat available where they can talk to each other at any given time. So sometimes, your group support groups once a week for an hour, but you're going through something maybe in the middle of that week and you don't like, well, who do I talk to? It's encouraged, hey, put it in the chat. Let the other members support you through that, give you feedback, give you the support, and sometimes even congratulate you, celebrate with you, or cry with you in that, or even get angry with you because life goes on and it's not about that 1 hour, it's about all throughout the week. And that 24/7 chat is there for them.
Okay, okay. And I know members do use it.
They do. And I actually encourage them to use it. It's
Yes.
encouraged to use because you find that they feel even more connected when they aren't feeling, oh, I just have to wait I've got to wait till my group time, which may be at Friday at 7 p.m. I don't have to wait till Friday to 7 p.m. I've had a bad morning. I want to talk on Sunday. Throw it in the chat.
Yes. Okay, okay. Now, where is Circles available?
Well, Circles is available is online, so they can sign up online at circlesup.com. So we are currently offering like subscription service, and we're working on releasing a new offering to lower the barrier to even further. So if they just sign up on circlesup.com, they go to join, and it just kind of takes them through it.
Okay, okay. And it's available worldwide.
Yes, it's wonderful to see people. I've had people in my group, particularly from South Korea and Egypt, and actually, I've got one that travels back and forth to Denmark. It's a wonderful thing to see them everywhere. And of course, some in Canada and United States. And I believe there's even some in Mexico.
Wow. Okay. Okay. And that makes it even more accessible.
Even
It's
so. Mhm.
Yeah, because it's online and they know they're going to have that connection once a week. But like you said, they can also do the chat and stay connected throughout the week and not have to wait for group. I think that's awesome.
Yes. And it's even better because I think I've even heard from one of my members that they didn't even think that what they're going through is internationally or worldwide. They always thought, oh, first I thought I was alone. And if I was somebody that connected with me, it's going to be somebody in this area,
Hmm.
not to see that it affects everybody worldwide.
Okay. Now, what is the likelihood that someone can learn new coping skills or progress constructively through their challenge without a support system?
It's going to be very hard and very difficult. I believe it can be done. It's just not going to be as effective and it will take a lot longer. So it would be basically trying to go down one place and having to do your own research, having to really put the time in, which people, to be honest, aren't going to do. Most people aren't going to put that extra time on making sure that they're taking care of themselves. And what ends up happening is that the behaviors or the situation repeats itself later on
Hmm. Yeah.
versus with a support group. You've got someone else who would be able to say, hey, you're doing the same thing. Oh, maybe we need to try something different. Or I tried this and this worked. And there's a lot of revelations that happens in a support group. So those aha moments like, oh,
Hmm.
that's why I'm doing this. Or, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. Or, oh, that's what's underneath those feelings.
Yes. Yes, yes. And do you find that some members, they do have family, they do have friends, yet within circles, they get that connection, the genuine connection, and it's the distance between the circles group and their lives, it provides a lot of comfort for them.
There is, and as I would say, many of my members says, yes, I have family that support me, but it's not the same because they just don't get it. Or yes, I have friends that support me, but I don't want to be a burden on my friends because I'm talking to them all the time and I feel like a broken record. But when they come to the support group, they say, oh, I can say this again because somebody else is saying this again, and they can relate to what I'm feeling, and I don't feel like a broken record. I actually feel supported, and I feel like I can move forward in my journey.
Okay. Thank you. I hope people hear that loud and clear.
I hope so too.
Because everybody needs support from time to time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Life doesn't stop because of issues that we're experiencing.
No, it doesn't. And I know sometimes I would like for life to stop until I figure it out, and then we can move on.
Exactly. Not at all. So why not get the support that you need so you can move on with life?
Oh, that's a good question. Thank you. Thank you. Now, what is I know this is a huge topic. It's with a lot of different variables to it. Can you narrow it down to just one thing that you want the world to know about support systems for mental health?
The one thing that I would want the world to know is that there are support systems for any life challenges.
Okay.
So what people think is not big, it's huge when it affects your life. And to remember, Circles is the go-to place for anyone looking for support.
Yes. Yes. Now, is that just for adults right now?
It is. It's only for adults at the moment.
Okay. It's still a great go-to place for worldwide online support and connection, genuine connections with other human beings who are having similar experiences.
Absolutely. And
Oh,
we're trying to make it to where it's as convenient for our members as possible.
okay. Thank you for that. Now, the website is circlesup.com.
Correct.
If anyone has a question or want a little more personal information, would you be willing to share your email if they want to reach out to you?
Sure. They can email me, and it would be Tracey, and it's Tracey at circlesup.com. If I can't answer their question, I'll be more than happy to direct them to who can.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Now, is there anything else you want us to know, you want to share?
I would want anyone to know is please don't hesitate to reach out. It's better to be proactive than to be reacting to whatever is going through, because you're not alone, and Circles is here to support you.
Excellent. Yes, Circles is. So please reach out. All right, Tracey, thank you again. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to share Circles and your insights about mental health with us.
Thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here with you and with your listeners, because I think it's really important. Support is so important.
That it is. That it is. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you again for tuning in to the Glen Alex Show. Please like, subscribe, and share.
Refresh your spirit with a nourishing thought.
Please Please allow me to leave you with this nourishing thought. Author Rochelle Goodrich said, everyone needs a support system, be it family, friends, co-workers, therapists, or religious leaders. We cannot do life alone and expect to keep mentally, emotionally, and spiritually healthy. I totally agree with her. And sadly, too many people believe that they have to tough it out alone, that asking for help is weakness. That is so far from the truth because it takes actual strength to ask for and accept help. And we all need support and a safety net sometimes. The human condition is such that life will throw us challenges and we have ups and downs, and we do need extra to cope. You know, when I look back on the challenges and the despair, times of despair that I've experienced in my own life, there was always someone there, either an individual or a small group that was there to offer me a safety net and a safe space to regain my equilibrium. So please allow yourself to ask for and receive the help you need when you need it. And even in these isolating times, you are not alone. There are many systems that are now available to all of us for us to have the support and safety net that we need to cope through life. And as Goodrich said, your support system can be family, friend, coworker, religious leader, or a therapist. And keep in mind that your support system may shift from time to time depending on what you're going through. For example, a few years ago, I was experiencing severe depression, and 4 friends converged on me and provided consistent safety net and support, which enabled me to work through that depression. And another example is my friend and mentor, who I've known since I was 19 years old. She has been there for me with every challenge. So please allow yourself to ask for and receive help when you need it. And to learn more about support systems for mental health, please read my blog on glenalex.com. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, be well.
Your health matters, set your mind.